Hi, Jill from Red Tent Australia here, and I'm sitting with my dear friend Neola. So Neola, you may know her. She's the face behind the Biology of Joy, and she loves to encourage and empower women to walk in their calling and their purpose. She came here 11 years ago from South Africa, and she lived in Melbourne for 6.5 years. Now she lives in sunny Queensland, right around the corner from me, and enjoys this weather tremendously, although today it's a bit hot.
Thank God for air conditioning.
She loves the ocean, puppies, babies and spunky toddlers. She loves dancing, running and laughing and being silly. She shares a house with Deborah Toussaint, who is our dear friend as well, and she has the best time ever with her. Her kids are teenagers and they are the best ever. Life is just so beautiful, she says. So her gift to you at the Boundless Self-Love Retreat is called The Secret Language of the Body. So can you tell us a little bit about what you'll be presenting?
Yes, I'm going to tell you guys about reading a person's face when you look at their eyes, iridology. So that was one of the subjects that we've done. Iridology, tongue reading. When somebody pokes out their tongue, it actually tells me quite a bit about their health. And I've got emotional pain charts. I've got some really cool charts here. I'll show you guys. So emotional pain chart is one of the things that I use in my clinic. Then it's all upside down, hey? And then for face reading, so these are the things that I look at as well. I don't know how much you can see there, so I use that.
Put my face next to it.
These are my chart for iridology. So this is quite fascinating. I love iridology. And this is my favorite. So sorry, Jill. So take a look at this one. This is my favorite one. It's got the tongue, then the nails and the eyes. And this is all about the Blackmore's mineral salts. And most people can do with a mineral salt or two. And I'm not going to try and sell you anything. I just find that this one is really fascinating and interesting because most of us have something that's not perfect.
Absolutely.
And if you think you're perfect, just wait until you hit 40. Something will go down. And that's why you have to look after yourself. And then, I think my thing is pretty much emotional connection with health. Because everybody says to me, oh, I'm eating so bad, I feel so bad. I said, quite frankly, you can eat really bad and be very happy, and you'll still be better off than the person next door who's eating perfectly but they're unhappy.
It's about the thoughts that we think
while
we're eating and the emotional connection.
Yes, and quite frankly, I just think it's a lot more important to be at peace with yourself. If you're eating anything and you're really at peace with yourself at the moment and you're happy at the time, your body can actually digest the food. And basically you just don't digest food when you're stressed or anxious. You shouldn't be eating when you're stressed and anxious.
That's your tip for today. Don't be eating when you're stressed and anxious.
Yeah.
So can you, talking about invoking the warrior woman, so our theme for this Boundless Self-Love Retreat is called Invoking the Warrior Woman. Can you talk to them about or share maybe an inspirational story about when you've had to invoke your warrior woman?
Oh my gosh, I think my warrior woman just comes out and screams when I don't expect it. So for me, I grew up in a really small town, about 5,000 people, and I just thought everyone was nice. We knew the one bad guy in town and everybody avoided him. You just stayed away from him. My life consisted about going to school, going to church and going to the cafe to buy bread. That was my job because we had servants that made our beds. My only job was to buy bread. And my life was just really almost too protected. So when I immigrated and when I started moving and started living in big cities and towns, it was a big shock to my system.
Yeah. And
being a mommy at home, homeschooling my children, my life was still really, really protected. And I just had to, I just realized that there's a world that's bigger out there than a small town where everybody knows everybody. And my family pretty much run the town. And all of a sudden, I don't have the family. I don't have that support system. So I think the lack of support system in the beginning was really a shock to my system. Thank God for homeschooling, friends, and thank goodness I make friends really quickly. So had that, but I just had to grow up really quickly, and then got divorced, and then had to grow up really quickly again. So I think it was just all as like a really big growing up process. It's a really good thing to live with another woman that's got your back and that always Pretty much just support. Yeah, just really need support. And I mean, you live around the corner. I know that there's people that I can call, listen, not coping. So I think even though we all warrior women, it's also good to know that it's okay to have your moments where you just fall apart and you actually need another woman to be there for you. Yeah, and
that's really what this retreat's all about. So Invoking the Warrior Woman is eliminating isolation. It's creating a circle of support. It's bringing you people like Neola who have solutions, who have answers, who can give you some tips and ideas on your health. And so her workshop is going to be on Saturday, and it's called The Secret Language of the Body, right? So make sure you circle that one in the program, and we'll see you at Boundless Self-Love Retreat.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye, guys.